Okay, we should be live. Good. Let me pause my version of the stream and we can get back into business. A few minutes late? 4 minutes late? Possibly. Yes. Okay. Right, so for those of you who want to know, the plan is to copy this floor template here all the way across the entire stretch of this area. And by the way, what I mean by the stretch of the area is this floor of the station. And this live stream is being recorded in between episodes in case you're confused about why something is there or why it's not. So basically we need a ton of steel plate, as everyone loves steel plate. Right, welders, steel plate. I need to get some more steel under production, but other than that, we are fine. Production. I need all the steel plate in the world, please. Now, the blast door, yeah? The blast door uses up more iron ingots than the light armor block. So, by building blast door, we get a ton of steel plate. It's easier to calculate. Anyway, so that's 234,000. We have 500,000 iron. That should be fine. Right, let me also get some here. Let me also fill up oxygen as well. And we should be good to go. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way, being planting it normally instead of using templates. Because, to be honest, using holograms is a bit fidgety and it's only really worth it for creating something complicated. But this isn't, it's just steel. Admittedly, it would be quick. Actually, no, I've got a way to be quicker. So what we do... Don't exit, you idiot. What we do is we put the steel in the cockpit, yeah, then we go Control G to activate Builder Mode, and what Builder Mode does is it allows me to place blocks whilst in a cockpit, which is amazing. And then what I can do, switch back to Builder Mode, turn on the welders permanently, and then just build. Should be quite easy. I don't know if it's going to be quicker or slower, I just know that it is going to improve. And I mean, all that allows me to do is it allows me to weld on the go, so yeah, I'm going to turn down my speakers, because they are a bit loud. Oops. The only problem is, if you misclick, everything bad happens, so you need to make sure that you don't misclick when building. Right, so I'm going to turn that off because currently I don't need it, and then, yeah, I'll turn it off, otherwise I die, and then I'll get out. You shouldn't be killing me, which is good, and then I will take you, and I will take you, thank you, and then we shall do this until the end of time. Right, so I need to go back. Damn it. I can never get that right the first time round. Never, ever the second time round either. But as everyone says, third time's the charm. And now I just need to make sure I don't drift off. And I need to make sure I keep clicking the mouse button. Quick question. How far are we? Okay. I was nearly there. Right, let's build a thing here first, so that I can hit it. So I don't have to worry about it. I'll build the other one later, and then continue that along. Okay, right, and then we need to do the other two areas which will determine the basically where the boundaries are. As I said, never get it right the first time round. Okay, and now the last one. Well, it's not the last one, but you get the idea. So we're going to do the we're going to do the columns first, and then we will separate into rows. Because if we do rows first, then columns are going to be harder. Like, significantly harder because the columns are longer. Damn it! Always just stay at 11 meters a second, will you? You don't need to go faster. No, slow down, thank you. There we go. Right. Okay, and then do the middle column first, because well, this entire section is going to be filled in, and so is this. But the middle column needs to be done first, because we've gone straight down the middle instead of doing the sensible thing and starting from the sides. Ooh, going a bit too fast. Clicking like mad. Excellent. Just 2 more rows of that, and that should be fine. I think. Stop drifting. Yeah. Do the floor, then do the ceiling. Because we're going to need something, because otherwise this isn't going to be airtight whatsoever. And this central area needs to be airtight, because everyone's going to be there. And I think I have airlocks available to me, which would be useful. Like proper 1-block airlocks. Airlock. Yeah, these. Armoured airlocks and regular airlocks, which are going to be stupidly useful. And then There's also a mod that I want to install, which is merge blocks that have holes in them, so you can walk through. Would be Quitty? What? No. I don't even know what language I'm talking anymore. Which would be pretty useful. Right, so it's nearly all of that, and then the welder ship's over there, which is good. Otherwise I'd have to fly back over. And then we'll weld it all, and then, surprise, we've done like half of the thing. Well, no, we haven't. We've done like a fifth, but... third. No, not a third. Sixth. There we go. I'm an idiot. Whilst I love inertia dampeners, they are annoying at times. If only we could have the inertia dampeners set as a relative speed to something. Because technically what the inertia dampeners are doing is keeping your relative velocity to another object in space 0. The object in space would be a mathematical point, because this is a game. In reality, what it would do is it would set your velocity to 0 in comparison to another point. So, for example, the ISS. If you're going to dock with the ISS and use inertia dampeners, then what they're going to do is they're going to make your velocity relative to the ISS equals 0. What? Nope, no, that's fine. Fine. Just shush, will you? Right, let's continue. I thought there was 6, which there shouldn't be, because I've made sure to make this odd, because we may want docking ports on here. No, the secret weapon for anything that is too complicated to weld with. Like, if it's going to be a hassle, I have a secret weapon. It's called the Nanite Factory. Plunk one of those down, everything gets welded using onboard cargo containers. And then the special thing is we automate the construction of every single component in the game and just use nanofactories. Well, to weld the rest of the station. But for the hull and everything, it's much quicker and much cheaper to use this. A ship that welds. Also, nanofactories are really slow, but they get the job done whilst you're not there, no matter where anything is. I was considering to actually build this entire station using the nanofactories, but then I realised at the speed I want to create it, it's going to be ridiculous. I'm going to be waiting for years for it to finish, because they're so inefficient. I want advanced nanofactories, and I want, like, elite nanofactories, which I can use an incredible amount of power to make something done yesterday. No, it will be quicker if I inertia dampened this. And will be even better if I keep the welders on, so I don't have to hold down the left mouse button. I'm not left-handed. Right, excellent. Turn that off in case I need to get outside. Go over here and descend. This is efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, right, we have steel, which is sad because we need. Oh god. Don't move. Don't move. Just get back in. Turn the thing off. Right. Yeah. I can basically stay in front of the cockpit while the welders are still active, but if I move anywhere, I die. Right. Weld the last of these. Good. Right. Let's head back. Basically, inertia dampers off and accelerate backwards. Refill with steel, because steel is awesome. Right. The next step is this: we've now got that central section done. The next step is to do the sides. And fill in the sides, because the sides, yeah, this is going to be a lot more painful, because after all I am kind of masochistic. Right, let's continue. Inertia dampeners, Jake, inertia dampeners. God. Way too fast. My god. I don't want to break my first finger. That would be kind of painful. A bit too fast. 11's fine. Excellent. Next section. Damn it. I wonder if I can get drones that do this. Though, to be honest, they would actually, like, destroy things whilst they're doing it. Not the best. Right, and now, the fun bit. Where we now have these things in the middle, That's going to really annoy me. And we basically have to do this 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Nope, too fast. You don't want to die on impact. Dying is not good for life expectancy. And I doubt the insurance company will, you know, pay out for killing yourself in space. It's just difficult. The insurance company doesn't like it when you collide with something else on purpose. Hello! We have visitors. Oh god, why did I sound like that? Hello, Armsol. Welcome back to Insanity Moments with your host, Zero Jake. Ah, the Masked Army, you have joined me as well. How wonderful. Yeah, seriously, what is wrong with my voice? It's like I've gone insane or something. Right, so, if any of you have any idea of what's going on, I'm basically doing the habitation area. Woot. This week's episode will contain this in its development stage, and then after I've done all this shenanigans. If that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. Right, and then, yeah. Basically, a lot of welding. As is any live stream. Damn it. Right. Next time I do this, I'm going to get rid of all of these blocks here first, because they're just slowing things down. I love how I had inertia dampeners on that time and then turn it off. One more section to fill in, and then we will weld. Okay, right, let's weld this thing. Turn on inertia dampeners, please. Thank you. Get on the right side. Let's weld. How are your evenings slash mornings slash days going? Insert time of day here. Right. Lined up. No. Lined up. Okay. Bit up. Good slash weld slash fine. That's the best time. Well, that's the best type. Right, inertia dampers off, and we will increase vertical speed up to a speed which is useful. Welcome to the way that you weld these days. You just sit it on repeat, and that's all you do. So if I zoom out, because I'm sure this is going to be fine, you can have a look at the station as it looks like from the side. Welding speed, I think I've put it to... I think I've put it to 2 times welding speed. I'm not actually that sure. Though I assume when this game, well, when the game crashes, I'll check for you. Because it will inevitably crash. Because I am the lucky slash unluckiest person in the universe. Again, due to quantum physics. Perspective and unexplainable maths. Right, I think we can increase the speed here. What are we currently going at? I'm used to looking at the speed on the left. But out to the right. 2.1. No, we can go 2.5, can't we? 2.6? No, bit too fast. Right, getting to the end. .3 seems to work. And stop. Excellent. And then we will smidge over. No, my computer crashes due to lack of RAM and poor optimization of game. Yes, this computer is definitely a quantum computer. But it constantly crashes because we haven't optimized quantum physics. Well, no, if it was a quantum computer then it wouldn't work whatsoever. Like, I don't think we actually have a converter in existence that allows us to convert quantum qubits into bits. No, I'm talking rubbish. Qubits and bits are the same thing. But qubits are done faster. Qubits being quantum bits. It doesn't matter what orientation I have this anyway. I can just flip it around and then everything is fine. Yeah, this cockpit isn't actually that good for viewing things. What kind of controls am I using here? I have a feeling that welders are about to run out. Mesh dampers, thank you. I'm getting pretty good at docking this. Then again, it is the smallest ship in the universe. Well, no, it's not the smallest, but it's the smallest manned ship in the universe that I've built. And it's stupidly maneuverable. Let me also refill my own inventory. Inventory. I didn't use that much steel. But we are creating about 74,000 more steel, which is plenty. Slow down, you fool. You don't need to go at the speed of light. You don't have to watch the other live streams. There's no continuity. All you're watching is me talk to some mystical person called Armsole whilst doing menial tasks in Space Engineers. All the development is done during episodes. So like this blueprint section was created during episode, which I didn't post because I believed it wasn't deemed entertaining. Or, you know, actually useful. How do you define a qubit? Ooh. The mystical arm soul. His name is unpronounceable like Cthulhu, or at least I don't know how to pronounce it. Qubit. Basically it's difficult to explain. A qubit is both 1 and 0 at the same time. Is that Mjolnir? I just thought it was some random pattern. See, I can pronounce Mjolnir if I try. Nearly didn't. Wow, that was quick. I didn't expect that to happen so quickly. Mjolnir is pronounceable. I can't even pronounce pronounceable. Wow. I'm the worst at trying to pronounce anything. Though, I know someone who can't say millennium. And so, instead, as a joke, he says 1,000 years. Why am I stuck? There we go. Stop drifting. Don't need to drift. I just had an idea. We could measure the bounciness of blocks in Space Engineers, because when you hit it at some speed, so for example if I go, well actually it's going to be very hard to record the actual speed I'm hitting things at. Let's go over here, let's go at the top, just so I can prove my point. So, oh, that just went dark. Yeah, because the planet just moved. No, the sun just moved. Right. So, basically, I turn off inertial dampeners, I go at 12 meters a second, and I hit something. And then, what happens is, kinetic energy is absorbed into the station which cannot move, and then I have 2.5 meters a second left. We can then probably use that to work out the... and I've also got my mass, so we can work out momentum, and then we can work out the momentum nullified by the station being immobile. Or something like that. I take physics. It's just something that happens. Let's flip over to this side, which is bright. No, it's not brighter. There's no bright side of life anymore. Though I did get rid of shadows, which means that indoors it's just going to be bright. Because computing shadows is, well, a bit ridiculous when you've got something with all different things. I'm also very bad at explaining what I'm talking about. But then again, everyone knows that. Right. 3 more sections to go, and then we will do the big welding. And then we've nearly finished half of the station, which is good, because we've been at it for half an hour. Well, no, I've been at it for half an hour. I like to say we, because I am part of the collective. Wrong direction. There we go. Then actually, once we finish this kind of section, we've done half of the station. Half of the station. That's pretty big. Actually, I would probably say that we've done half the station already, because this section here, it's going to disappear during this live stream, because we're going to replace it with something much more functional than just replacing everything. What? I don't even understand what I just said. Well, I don't understand anything, so I guess that doesn't make a difference. Good, right, now to weld. Where's the welder ship? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I think we're starting to have memory leaks. Huzzah! I just hit myself on it instead of actually getting in. Right, set this up. We're moving it right now, 1.9. I think we're fine at 2.3, 2.4, 2.3. Right. Yeah, my internet and my game are bad. And for once in forever, Colonel's internet is faster than mine. Because he got BT Infinity, but I've also got BT Infinity. Okay, a qubit. Linear superposition of two base states. Uh-huh. I understand everything except KET. I understand absolute, but I don't understand KET. I don't think it's just 4 times more. It's I think it's exponential. Yeah. I'm going to check the current frame rate since I don't really need to sit there. Look, it'll play by itself. Check frame rate. Frame rate's 30. I've probably got it locked to 30 for a good reason, but apart from that, get the chat back. Stop moving. Shift over. And descend. Bit fast. Good, right. Now, we're about to run out of iron, which is not acceptable. I need to add an antenna to the ship so I can contact the surveyor. Or like a laser antenna or something. Because that would be useful. I don't know why I'm still carrying this gun. It's weird. Ah, okay. Yeah. Right, 1,000 steel left. Well, I watched the Kurzgesagt video on quantum computing. That's basically where I got my knowledge from. We don't really do quantum mechanics in physics A-level, which is also known as 13th year of school. Right, turn it off. Inertial dampeners back on. Flip around and boost. No, wrong way. This way. Thank you. Kurzgesagt. Ones that I can actually pronounce because it is exactly the same as what the narrator says. And what the narrator says goes. Slow down. No, don't press C, press V. I don't know why V is set to change camera mode. Though I guess C is better since it's easier, since you can go space and C rather than space and V. Actually, if I changed it to V, yes, that is something worth thinking about. Yeah, we're off a bit. Connector on. Downwards. Locked and loaded. Right. Let's just do this last bit. I need a precise grinder. That's what I need. Nope. No mining. I still have a goddamn ton amount of iron. No mining whatsoever. Well, no, I mined for uranium, but nothing apart from that. Oh yeah, the amount of stone I have to get rid of is immense. And I have to find a use for all of that, because all it's doing is wasting power and space. I think I can make concrete using it, but maybe not. I wonder, why can't I look directly upwards? I can look directly downwards. Doesn't make sense. Right, that's done. Let's head home. Flip the right way around, the way around that it's supposed to be. Okay. Let's refill up on steel plate. Actually, no, we don't need to, because I'm going to grind some things down. Yeah, getting rid of stone that way is, you know, easier, but it's just slow. I guess I could, like, throw it out when I'm mining the stuff, but apart from that, it's just slow. Let me think. Okay, so basically, what we want to do, we want to grind down everything on this level. Like, well, no, not everything on that level, but all the vertical beams here. Yeah, vertical beams, and then get rid of these. Get rid of these stubs because they're not needed. Basically, throw all the steel I have in here. What am I trying to accomplish? Well, by grinding these stubs down, it's quicker for me to place the steel blocks. Not steel blocks, armor blocks. Because as you saw, I needed to go in between the two things, and it just took too long. And by took too long, it meant it takes too much energy to do. So instead what I'm doing is I'm grinding them down so I can do it in one go. And then I'm also going to add this here, because it's going to be needed. Yeah. And then grind those down. And then the second part, the taking down of the vertical beams, is because basically this is going to be the habitation area. So basically all of this is going to be one big room. One massive room with machines and everything, visitor center, things like that. One side is going to have machines, one other side, this is lengthways, not widthways, is going to have like residents and things like that. Yeah, so I want to bring down the vertical beams because they're not actually needed. They were there to plan out, but they're not needed anymore, if that makes sense. It might not, but nothing makes sense in this day and age. 52% of the country voted to leave the EU, which was not that useful. I might add the pillars back in, but for development kind of thing, they're not really useful. They just get in the way. And if you say, oh, I need pillars because they're for structure, they're not. You can create any kind of shape in space because there's no outside pressures, there's no outside forces that are affecting different bits differently. Which there would be if this thing was on the surface. It would make sense if it was on the surface. Right. Okay, so we want... just make a mirror image of this. Grinder actually selects it properly, doesn't it? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we want 6 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then a 5, and then another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I get this wrong, I'm going to have to grind or weld, probably both, all of these over again, which is going to be painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, right, I have confirmed that that would work. Yes, probably. Right, let's do the middle one first. Damn it, went too fast. Right, that's 2. Yeah, you might not be able to copy and paste with a quantum computer. So what you could do is you could create a hybrid between quantum and regular. So you could take the data from the quantum computer, or the inputs that are creating the output, and then transfer them to a different section using a regular. I don't really know how that would all work, but it might. We would have, if we made quantum computers, we would need to make them hybrids between quantum and regular, is what I'm saying. Because otherwise it wouldn't be able to interact with the regular computers. And we wouldn't be able to, well, and it would make it easier to understand it. And anyway, we regular people won't use quantum computers. It will be scientists and businesses and spaceships that will use quantum computers. Because we don't need the processing power. We are completely fine, and I'm out of steel. Whoop-de-doo. Let's grab some more steel. Steal me! What I really want to do is I want to learn how to use a computer with my left hand. Well, a mouse with my left hand, if that makes sense. Learn how to be left-handed. Well, actually, if you couldn't copy and paste with a computer, you would not be able to do anything at all. Like, if you think back to the days of command line, that didn't have copy and paste, or like early versions didn't have copy and paste, and you could hardly do anything. To be able to play video games, you need to be able to copy and paste, because taking data from one area and giving it to another, and because you're using quantum bits which can't actually, well, won't give you the same data for the same input, then it's just confusing. You wouldn't be able to copy and paste whatsoever. No games whatsoever on a quantum computer, hence hybrid. You'd use quantum computers for massive calculations, but apart from that, just use a regular one. Okay. I've got an idea. How about, instead of having the station look like that, we have it look like that? Because it would really improve, well, it would make it much easier to implement elevators. Just flip all the elevators I've got the other way around, and then everything should be fine. Because I haven't added any gravity generators except for the launch tubes. Or anything that we need. So for example, if you come in here, you can land on the bottom section, which is exactly the same as the top one. But what we can do is we can have walkways on here. So this would be the orientation that you see everything. Elevators. Oh yeah, those. Give me a second. I just need to find the right one. I think this one. Does this have the working one? Is this fully welded? No, it's not fully welded. Let me find one that's fully welded, which I think I know where that is. This one's the working one. Give me a second, I will demonstrate. Right, reactor. Give me access to hangar door 01. Open, please. So basically, I've got elevators here, but what we could do is we could flip them over. Like this. And basically what you have is you have like a platform that has a walkway going down on each and every hangar, and then what you do is you go up here, you open the door, you call the elevator, you go upwards, and then you're on the main floor. It should be turning up. Because it'll be more simple. I'm abandoning that, by the way. It would be more simple because then I don't have to have a complicated way to get people down onto the main floor. Instead, this would be the main floor. But no, probably a bad idea. I need to find a way, a stair system to get people down. But other than that, do I have steel? Yes, I have steel. Good. Right, let's weld. Before I start overthinking it. Right, orientation, move closer, and inertial dampeners off, downwards. That failed. I thought I could go onto another program whilst I was doing that. I guess I couldn't. Stop moving, idiot. Right. Orientate correctly. Move backwards. Orientate. Move downwards. Speed at 2.2, 2.3. And just stay there. Gone too far over, but that's fine, we can weld the rest of them on the other way. I've still got plenty of iron. Right, let's refill. Oh no, no, let's not refill. Let's instead move backwards a bit. Because obviously I am foolish. Upwards. Right, now we're actually out of iron. Right. Right, and upwards. Right. That's the middle section on both sides done. Right. How much steel do I have? I have enough. Good. Let's fly over here. Let's do the outer section. Please don't fly into the wall. It would be disastrous, because I doubt the insurance company would pay for that. Excellent recovery. Oh, damn it. I keep doing... Damn it. Right. So, well, grind those down. So we need to sort out the roof and a way for the people from the hangars to get down. Unless... No. That's a stupid idea. The idea being, we have it so that they can't get down from those hangars. They have to come here on a passenger liner which will dock using a airlock with the space station, which will be on the outer edges here. The elevators have a maximum height of 4 blocks, and they're currently at maximum height. I could use multiple elevators, but it will just look a bit weird. Alternatively, I could make my own elevators, but those are going to need more complications. I just want a simple way to do something. A very simple way to do something, because I am a simple man. Gravity elevators. Possibly. Actually, I think gravators, or gravity elevators is supposed to be what it is. I do have a grav tube. I should actually probably test out what that is. Well, what it's like. Well, these, okay, those are deconstructor upgrades. Nanite stuff. That's hologram, reactors, programming, okay. Yeah, we could use the grav tubes that I've got. I just need to work out how they work. Would be useful. Yeah, that would be much better. And I can work out the airlock system on the hangars so that there's no airlock system in this area that can get breached. That would make it pretty useful. Why did I stop doing things? Ah, yes, I wanted to refill oxygen. First of all, refill steel, then refill oxygen. I'm also going to get rid of my gun, so if I go to comps, components, I've got a ton of tools here as well that I need to disassemble. Let me do that. Okay, right, I have tools to disassemble. Give me that and that. Right, production. I need assembler 6 because you're not doing anything. Open the inventory of assembler 6. Assembler 6. And then I want to throw in you, baby goat. Assembler 6 in production. Disassemble all. Good, right, they no longer contain, well, they no longer use up any space. Enable cooperative mode so you can continue with the production of steel. Steel. Actually, I think the grav tubes are more on the lines of... No, but you're not talking about grav tubes, are you? No, you're talking about grav walkways. Yeah, I could use these. Grav walks. Though I don't know what will happen if you're inside another gravity field as well. Because that's a problem. If it's inside another gravity well, then would the two gravity wells combine, or would it only use the one that you're walking on? Ah, yes, oxygen, because I'm currently 30 seconds away from death. Or 30 seconds away from lack of oxygen. Or 30 seconds away from death. Either one. Refill. Essentially flat gravity generators. With a very small area. Yeah, so that wouldn't work, because I would also need gravity generators here, and when you get closer to the bottom you won't be able to walk up them. They would be useful for maintenance stuff, but other than that I need steel, because I took away my steel for no good reason. Steel, do. I'm about to burst out into song. Yeah, but I think the grav walkways only do 1G maximum, and gravity generators only do 1G. So that would be a problem. What I really want to see is actually the area of effect of the gravity wells, because that would help me plan things out. Make it much easier to do things. There. No, Stabness, where did you go? Oh no! Right, continue. Whoa, 20 meters a second, not necessary. Yeah, but what we're discussing is getting even more complicated than I am going to bother with, because if I did the entire station in that kind of complication, it would take forever. Well, actually, first of all, I need to calculate where the ceiling was going to be. So this layer where my body currently is. Yeah, I could tweak in options. This layer where the body is going to be like maintenance stuff, and then the layer below is going to be the ceiling of the habitation area. Basically because we're going to have pipes on this maintenance area. Pipes from here, and from here, and from here, and everywhere else in the hangar. If that makes sense. Right, continue before, you know, the Big Bang happens again. I'm currently moving a bit too fast. Could do. Well, we'll test both of them after I've done... Yeah, I'll test both of them in creative and then display them in this week's episode, because we're going to need to get that working. Where's the welder? Where's the welding ship? Catch the pigeon, dun, catch the pigeon, dun, catch the pigeon. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Right, right. Let's start, and then I'm probably going to, you know, not have enough. But once I get the floor once I get the floor of the gravitation area working, then what we can do is we can place machines in it. And then we can actually have the station do something useful. Went past a bit. Wasn't supposed to go. We're near to the point where we can actually move in and you know, use the station to build the rest of the station. So, right, third person please. You need better orientation. Right, increase speed. Quick check on levels. Okay, we have about 5,000 left. No, backwards a bit. Right, we're about to run out of steel. Right, aligning for second and downwards. That's fine. Oh, no, I've gone too far over. Damn it. I missed a bit, and that is annoying. Right. Let me just finish doing a tiny bit of this as well, because, you know, it's got to be done at some point. Okay, right, let's head back to the ship and refuel. Well, reload. Ooh, look, it's a trench run. Yeah. Currently moving at 30 meters a second, and brake. It's quite a lot of no, it's not quite a lot of acceleration, it's hardly any acceleration. Acceleration is G's worth, not just going from 20 to 0 in like 4 seconds. That's like 0.5 G. Jetpack, thank you. Wondered where that went. Right, 1,000 and... is it directly 1,000? No, it's 1,006, okay. It's nearly half the year that we're currently in. Yeah, the acceleration wouldn't be uniform because air resistance would increase as you increase speed. So yeah. I'm floating in the air. Dun, 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 dun. Am I just going to bounce back and forward between these two? The answer is yes. No, they use acceleration in terms of meters per second. You know, like any sane person, they measure distances in metrics of meters, not miles or feet. They measure. Damn it. They measure angles in degrees, because actually degrees is easier to do. And they also use arc minutes and arc seconds, especially arc seconds when you're looking at stars. Yeah, they use proper measurements. They measure things in Kelvin instead of Celsius, and especially not Fahrenheit. Clever people use all of these things. Radians, in maths you use radians, but in astrophysics you would use degrees. It's essentially the same thing, but the maths is easier, because what you can do is you can say, well, it's more on the lines of how a parsec is defined. A parsec is the distance between the sun and another distant star, where the change in angle between where that... it's complicated. But basically, to find out the value of parsec, you do... Okay, never mind. So, you've got two sides to a parsec. You've got 1 parsec and 1 AU. And then the degree at the between the hypotenuse and the longer side, both of which are rounded to parsec, is 1 arcsecond, which is also known as a 60th of a 60th of a degree, which is why they use degrees instead of radians, because if you try to use radians, then it's just going to come up as some very ugly fraction or decimal. Like, it's going to become an improper fraction, which is not useful. Whereas if you use degrees, then you can easily define it. My hand is killing me so much. Ooh. Right, that's the last bit of things that we need to do for the lengthways. Now I just need to get my ship, which obviously is on the complete other side of the area, and brake. You know, they said they made it so that you accelerate equally when accelerating and decelerating due to inertial dampeners? No, they haven't. It's exactly the same. No, it's much more powerful when you're decelerating than accelerating. Yeah. If you try to measure energy in electron volts, it's difficult. Well, no. Not difficult, just annoying. Because 1 electron volt is... no, 1 joule is 1 times 10 to the 6 something 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 electron volts. 1.6 times 10 to, 1.6 something 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 times 10 to the power of 19. Yeah, that. Whatever number I just said, it's the right one. Yeah, you wouldn't measure... and anyway, joules is a base value. Electron volts isn't. Actually, are joules a base unit? No, it's not. Because joules is coulombs per something. Give me a second. I don't know why I'm using my phone when I have a web browser on the other screen, but I just can't trust this game. Come on. Jules. Yeah. Kilogram meter squared over second squared, which is also known as E equals mc squared. Oh yeah, of course, E equals mc... Never mind. Apparently Jules is the name of a company. It's a fashion company. Okay. It's a weird thing to name your fashion company after something that's scientifical, but apart from that... Jewel is also a French name. Okay, yeah, my argument's kind of invalid now. Right. And actually, E equals mc squared isn't the full equation, because it's also got to do with momentum. I think somewhere along... Give me a second. I have to be quick before the game decides to be like, ah, you're not playing the game now, are you? I will blow up. So... MC... squared... full form. Full equation. The full equation... Right. How much time do we have left? We have some. Right. Alignment confirmed. Initiating downward movement. Yeah. P is momentum. I'm sure it is. But I usually write momentum as MV because I can. No, P is not momentum, it's something else. Yes, it is. Okay. I get confused because also pressure. Well, basically what it says E squared equals PC in brackets squared plus MC squared in brackets squared. That's the expanded version. And so, as you increase momentum, your mass will increase, I think it is. Oh yeah, as momentum reaches the limit of what it can be, as velocity heads towards the speed of light, then mass will increase. Because that energy has to remain constant, and velocity cannot be greater than the speed of light. However, the thing is that since velocity is a relative thing, then the momentum times c is also relative. H over lambda for a photon. Yes. And also we've got the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, where you cannot tell what a subatomic particle's momentum and position is exactly. If you want to know its exact position, then you need to know all its you won't know its momentum. If you want to know all of its momentum, you won't know its position. And so, back to the thing I was saying, because part of the E equals mc squared equation is relative, then energy is relative. I think you lost me on momentum equals gamma times momentum. I think. Because I can't really tell. What happened to... Why aren't you welding? Why did we even start talking about radians and parsecs? Oh yeah, because construction of spaceships, which was then... yeah. Talking about acceleration led us to relativity. What does gamma signify? Right, and now we grind. Ah, okay. Ah, right, it's not... Okay, yeah, I get it. I think. Yeah, but then again, the speed of light is relative. But we can never tell if something is moving at or going faster than the speed of light when it's relative to us. Well, we can't tell if something is going faster than the speed of light relative to us because none of the light that hits it will ever reach us. So a particle can be faster, but we will never detect it. We won't have a clue of its existence. Well, no, surely you can store an infinite amount of energy into a particle, like a mass particle, a particle that has mass, and then I don't really know where I was going with that. You could have an infinite amount of energy. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. Oh, yeah, we have some floating steel. How lovely. Just gonna kick this steel plate off into the distance. Oh, there's quite a few steel plate. Okay. Everyone enjoys science. It's one of the most fascinating topics in all of history. Well, no, not in all of history, but in all of the world it's one of the most fascinating topics to talk about because it's how things work. Oops, went one too far there. Please don't crash, thank you. Okay, so we have all three sections. Well, no, we have all 5 sections of the vertical bit done. Excellent. Right. Ooh, God. Yeah, right. Now what we do is we do the horizontal bit. Yeah. Though I don't really understand what could be more fascinating than science, or how things work. And then again, I don't get the purpose of celebrity shows, where you're just looking at someone's life. You know, Kardashians. I don't really understand the appeal behind it. There might be a connection between that. I have a bad feeling that something bad is about to happen, so I'm saving the game. Right. Okay. Yeah, so what's going to be happening for the next 24 billion years is the horizontal bit. Exactly, I don't get the point. That is exactly my point. I guess we never will. There's people who just want to waste time, and there's people who want that hate wasting time. I think that's what evenly divides up the population. You can easily define someone by if they want to waste time or not. I'm not saying that watching Kim Kardashian, well, I am saying that's kind of a waste of time. Let's not try hiding that. And I doubt the 3 people that are currently watching are going to be offended by what I say. I hope. Something happened. What did you close? Space engineers? No. Please don't close that. My computer wants to close down space engineers. It's like, please, it's torturing me. Please turn it off. It's killing the memory. And this is the first time it's actually done that. I'm going to save quickly. Give me a second. Space engineers currently using 2.5 megabytes of memory. Right, I shall keep that on. Temporarily, I will not be able to see what you say, but I can look back. I'm just checking memory spikes to see how bad they are. And what's actually being affected. Would it be the disk, or would it be CPU, or would it be something else? Looks like CPU, actually. Yeah. CPU's the thing that's getting hit. Memory is currently 5.8 out of 7.9 gig available, which is not that good. Right, that's better now. Well, technically, I'm not recording, I'm just streaming. And anyway, if you look here, what I've done is I've, ignored this, what I've done is I've put everything that's to do with YouTube on this second disk. On, data E. Here, game design, YouTube. YouTube, open broadcast software, this is where the streams would be in place, but other than that, fine. I do have hardly any space left on this disk. Oh god, I'm going to have to uninstall something. That's going to be fun. Right. I'm thinking I'm going to have to reload the game. Just give me a second and I will reload the game. Because currently the memory leak is not being helpful towards productivity. And my computer was moaning at me, so I may as well turn it off for like a few minutes. Right, right. Save the game. Look, when I said I was going to turn it off, you need to save it first. God, right. That's fun. That's fun indeed. Right. Let's launch. The game decided to crash a bit prematurely than I wanted it to. At least I saved. I don't think that counted as a save, because it kind of crashed midway. But I've set it to autosave and I saved about 5 minutes beforehand, so that should be fine. You know, if it decides to load... no, that was a warning about it used too much memory. It just mentioned, oh, if you're using 32-bit, that's why, but I'm using 64-bit, so that's not the reason why I'm having memory problems. It's because I do not have 16 gigabytes of RAM. Instead, I have 8 or 7.9. Another game that also likes its RAM is called Minecraft, but that's because it's unoptimized because Java is not efficient. I wonder what would happen if space engineers used Java. It'll just be ridiculous. Hey, I want 64 gigabytes of RAM just to play like a 5-kilometer world. Mwahaha. But luckily they're not. They're using something else. Their own built game engine. Which does the job, but not that well. Hence why the game just crashed. This software I am using for streaming is called Open Broadcast Software. It is free, and it is quite useful. And I've got it set so that it will show the window, hence why the stream didn't end when the game crashed. Well, no, it's not showing the window, it's showing the monitor. My first monitor. And then I've got the stream page on the second monitor. Yes, that is correct. OBS. Let's see if the game wants to load. Aha, it's loading. It does that. Right, we're back. And it did save, okay. But it decided to close down anyway. Well, that would have been a bit quicker. Nice. Let's continue. So we want you to be here. Oh, I need steel plate. Right, I'll get that. Charge! Slow down. If only I waited like a millisecond longer, I could have just glided in front of the connector. Right, let's refill the oxygen bottle while we're here. Right, oxygen bottle here. Let's continue. I don't think I'm going to have time to do the ceiling, because that's going to be a very, very, very long thing to build. Seems Google Chrome is also trying to kill itself. Everything on my computer is deciding, no, I don't want to work today. Right, and now the difficult bit. I need to find the center. Yeah, I think that's center-ish. Maybe. Time will tell. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Right. So while these 3 thick planks go down here and they line up with these pillars, the 1 thick sections are 8 from the edges of a pillar. Well, edges of the large ones. I think that's how it is. Nope. One more, please. There we go. Right, how far are we? We are... Okay, got 2 segments of this to go. We can weld it all, and then we can go... Success, let's do something else instead. Right. All of it's placed down, and now to weld it all together. And then that's the floor nearly done. The only thing that we need to place down on the floor are the windows. Explaining the windows, basically we have flat ones like this. Yeah, we have flat one here, and then we have another 3x3 flat, 3x3 flat, and then we have a 2x3 or a 3x2 in the middle. 3 plus 3 is plus 2 is 8. Yeah. Basically, windows here. Reason why shipyards below, you can see the massive capital ship docked at the station. Yeah. Right, let's do this, shall we? Let's start over here and work our way down. Well, we've got our first capital ship to dock in about 2 billion years, I think. Give or take a billion. But apart from that, I think we'll probably have... Well, before we build a massive capital ship, I'm going to build another mining ship. But this one is going to be different, where instead of using a linear laser beam, it instead has a turret version, and has a massive cargo bay. And basically that's what's going to be used to restock the station with supplies. So it's going to be owned by the station, and then everything else that docks to it won't be. Or, well, it might belong to the people who own the station, but only one ship is going to be owned by the station. Oh, and the fighters. But I've got designs in mind for a capital ship that I want to build, and I will be building it using this station as a base. And this may be the only station that I build, because I see a lot more use in building a mobile ship rather than a stationary station. Because a flagship with construction capabilities is much better than a station, because it can move if it's endangered, or it runs out of resources nearby, things like that. Though I suppose it would be harder to build. A station is easy to build, you just place something down. But a flagship would have to have something different. Right, we are nearly... I keep saying nearly, just to reassure myself that we're getting there. But I would say at some point soon, in about 5 seconds, Right. I'm going to... Damn it. I'm an idiot. I didn't turn off the welders. Yeah, quickly. Turn on jetpack. We need to get my body because that's got expensive stuff on. Body location. It's over there. I'm a fool, by the way. No, you idiot. It doesn't need to move any further. Right, grab. Grab. Thank you. Grab everything. No, damn it. Good, right, I've got everything. That's what happens when you don't turn off lasers, people. It kills you. Approach from the side. Turn them off. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to say... Ladies and gentlemen, the station is halfway complete. We are halfway there. Remember that. Halfway. Because basically this section gone. We need to do the walls and the ceiling and the windows for this section. We then need to add... Yeah, I did die. We then need to add the cap on here, and then we need to add the cap on the other side. I think you will kind of tell what the cap will look like if we look at the hangar. As you can see, it kind of goes inwards into a square, so that's basically what's going to happen. We're also going to utilize this area here as a way to get up into the hangar. Well, no, we won't use this side, we'll use the other side. But yeah. Right, let's dock and continue. That's the way to think about it. Halfway done doing a fourth of something that I need to do. I will now manually weld this because I do not trust myself having a toggle... I'm going to toggle it on. Screw manual welding. I don't want to destroy my hand more than I have using a mouse. Shall I just get out now for comic effect, since I've still got the welders on? If I start to move, I die. No, let's not do that. If I was doing this in real life, I'd be dead by now. If I was doing this in real life, I wouldn't be dead by now because I'd have developed cloning technology. Right. Okay. Now what? So we've done the thing, and it's taken us like 2 hours to do. So what's the next thing? That's the question. We could do the windows. Oh yeah, that is a problem. Because for the windows, what we're going to need is we're going to need bulletproof glass, and, well, no, give me a second. We're going to need girders, which is just iron, and that's actually much easier to create than steel plate. Uses a lot less than steel plates, that's fine. But the main thing is bulletproof glass, which is going to require a lot of silicon. With my silicon levels currently at not that high, so we're going to have to come. We're going to mine for silicon this time rather than iron. How much uranium have I put in here? 142. How much uranium do I have in my reactor? 740. Right, we're going to jump to some far-off destination. I should probably dock the this thing, because you never know what could happen. You never know, unless you're God. Yeah, so let's dock this. Then we'll jump to asteroids, and then we shall get some silicon. Right, we want to head to mining base. Engage jump drives. Right, do we have silicon? No. Right, we're going to need to find another asteroid, people. There's some silicon above. Right. What we want is we want a very, very short jump. 5 kilometers should do. You still charging? Yeah, you're charged. Okay. I'm going to turn around. There it is. Right, let's approach. It's got uranium, it's got silicon, iron, ice, neutronium. All the things we need to make nothing. Silicon is deep inside, so that's going to be slightly problematic. We'll survey like this. Right, silicon is spotted. Time to enter mining ship. And before I do, I'm going to pick up a ton of, well, not a ton, probably half a ton of uranium. 500, I think I can carry. Yes. I'm going to put in here. The reason why is so that we can maintain everything, so that the game won't go, oh no, you're running out of fuel, oh no, turn off everything. Right. We are online. We are away. We are facing the wrong way. This is the right way, you fool. Okay. So just to be sure, this stuff is silicon. Okay, right. No, that wasn't long enough? Okay. Let's have a check. That's silicon. Good. Right, let's continue mining. I wonder what the maximum mass is. Right, that's full. This is not full. That's full. That's full. This is a lot of silicon, and we're going to stop there. Because I do not need that much silicon. But seriously, that's how quickly we can get resources. So what we want is we need to wait for everything to get into motion. Well, we need everything ready so that we can set up our base to do things properly. Right, let's throw all the silicon everywhere. Right, let's throw silicon in here, and then that should be good. Disconnect. Flip over. And jump back on. Dock, turn off, exit. Good. Yes, that should be enough silicon to last for 1 billion years. Let's have a look. No, that's components. I want ingots. Right, we currently have 18,000 silicon. We're going to have enough for all the windows in all the worlds forever. Unless something is really silicon intensive. Right. That will do. Let's head back to base. Jump drive. Select the trade porter's destination and align with target. Wherever that target may be, it is down this way. Two, one, jump! Right, we have docked, everything is good. Let's get out. Get in the welder. Okay, we have silicon under production. We have all the iron that we need for now. Which won't be for now, but it will be for now. So what we need to do is we need to produce, like, let's say 300 windows. $300 should be enough. What's this block? Half corner railing. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Right. Still 100 for now. And we can get more if we need to. So 100 windows requires 2,000 iron and 29,000 silicon. I believe we have a total of too much silicon and possibly enough iron. We also need nickel. I know we need more nickel because we need it for some components, but other than that, that's good. Right, I'm going to bring along the welding ship as a mule because I'm going to grind down the everythings. Does that make any sense? Yeah, you can have my things here. I don't need them. Throw this here. Throw this here. Switch those two around. Everything's fine. Let's get in here. What have you got? Possibly enough stuff. Won't really need it. Right, so we need to get rid of this thing that I was working on before, which you didn't see because I didn't release an episode this week. Because it wasn't, you know, worth it. Basically, I was trying to get way down from the elevator, but I've decided we don't need those anymore. Right, let's throw stuff in here. Okay, right. So, get rid of the elevators, get rid of this central axis, because we don't need it. Also get rid of the stubs over there. And then we need to do, well, we need to lay out the wiring. We don't need to weld it, because secret weapons. I have a secret weapon to make sure that I don't need to weld it. It's called a nanite factory. And then once we do that, everything should be good. I'll leave that this bit here for now, but everything else, it goes. You know what? I'll do that later. Let's just get the elevators taken care of. Flip over. The rest should be easy. Oh, I did actually weld all of the steel plates together. Okay. Okay. So, all these elevators are going to be replaced. I need to add in the holes as well. Okay, so let's see. This grav tube requires gravity generator components, and those, I'm guessing, require some sort of platinum, maybe? Might be annoying, but that's fine. Right, let's go over to control group 2. Let's get rid of all of this. So what I need is connectors and conveyors. Tube, curved, block. Oh, and I also need the thing. I could have 2 floors, yes. That is a possibility. But right now, I'm more concerned with getting everything ready. So I want the conveyor air vent as well. The reason conveyor air vent is it's a conveyor and an air vent block all in one. So I want this kind of orientation, and I want to place it all the way throughout here. Right, you've got yours, and you've got yours. No, you don't. Yes, you do. You don't. You face the right way? Yes. Just need to make sure all of these are in, because otherwise it's going to be a pain. You've got yours, and good. Right, and then I need connectors set up the right way. Okay, and then we need conveyor blocks, which I need interior plate to place, obviously. Let me get that. Interior plate. It doesn't matter what orientation these are in, just that they are there. Okay, and then what we need is we need these ones, which will go like this. So this is connecting the airway. No, the thing with the thing, obviously, because why wouldn't you want the thing attached with the thing? My God, stop changing orientation, will you? Because we need the air valve. Nope, air vent connected to the conveyor network. Right, now the other side. And then what we'll do is we'll connect them together. No. The stream probably is buffering due to my internet as well. Because my internet... Give me a second. My internet is deciding not to work. Give me a new window, please. Or not. Yeah, my Google Chrome is not working. Well, it is working, but it's not working. I can still see, but it's not working to full efficiency. Okay, do that, and then we need this. horizontal ones to connect all of this. Connect the connect each hanger across from this side to this side. Because I'm smart. I've got a good way to do this, and then we connect like this, yeah? And then what we do is we use the connectors here and the conveyors to connect like this. So then if you want this this hanger to connect with this one, you first go across here, all the way along here, all the way along here, across there, done. Instead of going across here, all the way along, across there, because it's more efficient in terms of materials. Otherwise I'd be spending a lot more. So the next thing I have to do is get these ones working. No, not that one. 3, thank you. No, I want 2, thank you. There we go. Once I've connected all of these up, I don't even have to weld them. I just need to make sure that they're done, because then I can make the ceiling and I don't have to fumble around with anything. Right, we want you like that. Right, that's that end. Then we need a conveyor here. Set on over to the other side. Right, last one. Okay. Right, so it's the insides, the sides, then I need the top, the bottom rather. Link those up, and everything should work. And technically this system has backups, so if one of the hangars is destroyed, the connections will still happen. Trench run style. Stay on target. Stay on target. Yes, definitely Star Wars. Hang on, if we look over here, there's a thin layer here, which we could use as some sort of conveyor system, but other than that, I don't know what to use for that layer. It's just a layer. Just there to make the cosmetics look, feel a bit better. Anyway, there's going to be this entire section here in the cone bit that's not going to be used, like this section, where this layer is supposed to be. So if you've got any ideas on how I could use that, that would be helpful. Did I not do that one? Oh no, I didn't, because I wanted to do trench run, so back here. Yeah, the projectors... Well, the projectors were projecting this, but I couldn't be bothered to weld them. Basically because it... Well, I wanted to get the hull finished first, but it'll get done. And anyway, I'm not that far from finishing this, so all the usefulness. Make sure to bring a car. Right. Okay, so that's all those connectors, and then I just need the bottom connectors, which are the ones that people are going to use, because why don't you use anything else? I just need to connect those. So first of all, let's add connectors in. Okay. Nearly done the conveyor system of the hangars. And once that's done, everything... Well, no, not everything becomes easier, it's more on the lines of we have infrastructure. Well, no, it's not infrastructure, it's just that that's laid and it doesn't need to be thought about ever again. And then once we've done the conveyor system, then I believe that will be the end of the live stream, because there are places where I need to be in about an hour. And by places, I mean the kitchen, because I need to make myself some food. Right. So, all the things that no, that's a bad way to start the sentence, Jake. Yes, bad way to start the sentence. I need more steel. My god. I've placed at least 400 steel, 400 conveyor things. Right. So basically, after this, I'm going to put a massive thing on top of the... well, on top of all of this layer. So then we have the habitation area completely isolated. Well, no, not isolated, but so that this wiring, this orderly wiring, isn't visible. Because if it is, it's ugly. Unless it's supposed to add to the aesthetic, but I'm using maths. I'm doing this for efficiency, not aesthetics. Though I am doing it as some kind of feat that I'm building a massive space station instead of a, you know, a sane-sized space station. Right. Right, 2 more sections, and then all of the conveyors are placed. All that are going to be needed for the hangars, and then what we do is we get everything else sorted. Because we're going to be attaching the machines on the habitation layer to this conveyor system so that they all share the same inventory, and then that should be useful.
Energy low.
Energy low. How dare you? Right. That's everything hooked up. Except there isn't, because it needs some sort of mystical thing. It needs, well, welding together. But apart from that, everything is hooked up. What I also need to do is I need to replace the armor blocks in the hangars and replace those with the force field airlocks. Okay, right, that's all that done. I'm going to redock. Well, I'm going to land in the hangar. Cool. We are getting there, for the billionth time I'm saying that. I believe we have... Oh yeah, just for the lols, I hate saying that, let's see how much silicon we have. We still have like 153,000 ore left in each refinery, and we've got 200,000 silicon wafers. Yes. I've currently got assembler efficiency set to 10, and refining efficiency set to 10, so that's why. I'll probably decrease that, because it's a bit ridiculous. Though it is a ridiculous amount of ore, so that could also be part of it. Right. Thank you for joining me in this live stream of impatience, I guess would be the adjective to describe this. No, impatience is not an adjective. It's something else. But yes, thank you for joining. You'll see the fruits of labour this week's episode, which will be episode 30, I think. 30th Space Engineer, well no, 31st Space Engineers video I've done, because I did one before I started a series. So yeah, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.